Now on Apple Valley News Now at 6, pursuing the American dream and reaching a milestone. 2 projects in eastern Washington focused on housing. Plans for affordable housing in Sunnyside and today's milestone for a project in Pasco that's also giving some students a real-life education. Plus, it was a devastating crash that killed 3 teens and severely hurt a 4th. Now it's led to a lawsuit over road conditions in Yakima County.
Well, we have lots of exciting things happening in Pasco.
The state of education, part 3 of our sit-down interviews with local superintendents and the challenges school districts face right now. Tonight, we speak with Pasco Superintendent Michelle Whitney.
Well, those rain showers are starting to dry up and we're tracking gusty to breezy winds all night tonight. Get ready for sunshine tomorrow. I've got all of that coming up in your first alert forecast. Apple Valley News Now at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Today, students with the Pasco School District broke ground on a big project bringing together schools from all over Pasco. Apple Valley News Now's Anna Trejo says it's not just about school work, it's about bringing students out of the classroom and then teaching them valuable lessons they'll carry their entire lives.
The Pasco School District is hitting the dirt for Team Pasco House number 23. Not only is it the start of a new home, it's about giving hands-on experience to students by teaching them practical skills and teamwork that could lay the groundwork for a future career.
The students would actually build a home alongside our instructor and community members and get that great experience so that they can go out in the community and either start their own business or work in the construction industry, which has many aspects.
The students are divided in 2 groups, and one group works in the morning and the other in the afternoon. All students with Team Pasco Homes get to work on passion projects within the build. Once the home is done, the house is sold, and that money is used to keep this kind of hands-on experience going for future students.
It basically funds the next home. So we plan to sell the home and then we invest the funds into the next property and the cost of building the next home, and then we also offer scholarships for students.
Pasco student Rosa Sanchez says this kind of classroom is valuable for her education.
I really enjoy being here and I like the new things that I learned. Like I learned skills that I didn't know before, and it's very exciting.
Sanchez says at first the project can be intimidating, but then it's about joining a team that helps build that confidence.
I used to work with my dad. Like he did like roofing and like just construction related things. And like, I don't know, that like ever since I was little, that's something that I enjoy doing.
The project is set to be finished on May 29th. Reporting in Pasco, Ana Trejo, Apple Valley News Now.
Well, it's not just about the build. The Team Pasco Homes has its landscape, interior design, and floriculture class working to have that home ready for sale. Now in Yakima County, they continue to struggle with rising homelessness, but Comprehensive Healthcare is taking steps to help. The organization has received a $5 million loan Department of Commerce Housing Trust Fund to expand its permanent supportive housing in Sunnyside. They currently have a 12-unit apartment complex on East Parkland Drive called Vista del Sol. This is where low-income adults with mental health or substance use disorder issues can live independently with a little help. Last month, they broke ground on an adjacent 20-unit expansion they're calling Vista del Sol Part 2.
It's hard to focus on your treatment needs, your mental health treatment needs, or your substance use disorder treatment needs if you don't have those basic needs met. So this can help people on the road to recovery.
Now construction is underway. They're hoping to have the new units ready to go by next summer. Let's talk about the weather, and this is a sign of things to come. A picture tweeted by the National Weather Service in Spokane showing a light dusting of snow. This is at 6,000 feet of Mission Ridge in Wenatchee, but it is coming. Stacy Lee has your first alert weather forecast.
And take note of that. I saw more snow up at White Pass today as well. So we did get a little bit of snow from the systems that moved through our area overnight with that cold front that moved in. And we're wrapping up our showers. They're starting to move out. Again, we're seeing a little bit of rain here. You can see the foothills of the Blues and the Blue Mountains tonight. But again, drying up for the rest of the area. Looking pretty nice. Again, still seeing a few clouds out on our Legends Casino sky cam. Traffic moving along nicely on 240. 61 degrees. Our feels like temp is 61. 21. Our winds have decreased a little bit down to 8 miles an hour and our sunset at 6:18. Here's planning your night out. Again, we'll see a few clouds and those will start to dissipate and move out of the area. Take note of these cooler temperatures down to 53 by 9. And again, those clouds starting to wrap up. We still could see a few little stray showers in the Walla Walla foothills of the Blues tonight. And again, those cooler temperatures down to the 50s. So we've got gradual clearing. We've got that sunshine returning tomorrow. It's going to be slightly warmer as we head towards the weekend. And get ready, we've got more rain on the way next week. I'll talk about that in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. Well, we saw World Mental Health Day earlier this week, and a new report suggests that climate change can strain a young person's mental health. That, according to the environmental advocacy group Eco America and the American Psychiatric Association. The study says that young people may experience PTSD, anxiety, and depression regarding environmental concerns like extreme heat, air quality, and natural disasters. The findings come from an analysis of existing research results. Washington Governor Jay Inslee held a performance review today talking about behavioral health, especially when it comes to children and teens. These meetings are a chance for agencies to compare notes and get progress updates. And Governor Inslee said he's seeing some encouraging signs.
Scriber Elementary School in Linwood, where they're building 55-unit housing for kids, essentially. They're homeless right there, 9 of which are for emancipated youth. A very, very creative model of how to engage the school district. Good things are happening here because we believe that we can help kids, and that's one of the messages I have. Kids can get help, they get better, they thrive, we get them over rough patches. This is a good investment, so I'm looking forward to the creative ideas from everybody today.
Now, the latest numbers show that youth who are part of the LGBTQ community and those who have a disability are much more likely to be bullied and to feel hopeless. The state says the number of teens and young adults using alcohol and cigarettes has been going down over recent years, while the number of youth using marijuana or painkillers to get high has been holding relatively steady. And what experts are finding more and more is that having strong connections with family, at school, and in the community does make a big difference in overall mental health. We're sitting down with superintendents as we continue to kick off the school year and asking what the most important things are to school districts and what problems education systems are facing. Here's a look ahead to the superintendent sit down with Pasco School District Superintendent Michelle Whitney.
Lots of great things happening, which on the surface seems like facilities, but for us it's much deeper than that. The building is the building, but it's really about the program that we offer in our buildings that meet our students where they are and leverage their hopes and dreams for themselves after their time with us.
So this is part of a much wider ranging interview. We're going to have that for you coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30. Right now, the Washington State Patrol is warning everyone about scammers selling potentially fake jewelry on freeways and ramps, and it's happening in our area. WSP Trooper Chris Thorson says there have been multiple reports of people in what they call high-class rental cars stopping drivers in traffic or on entrance ramps. The alleged scammers might tell you they need money for gas to get home and offer something like jewelry, watches, or AirPods in exchange. Thorson says these people are very aggressive sellers.
Where they're parked is restricted access, either on the on-ramp or off-ramps or the highways, because it's a dangerous situation with cars and pedestrians. So, and then what happens is when people pull over, what we've been receiving is that they get into a high-pressure kind of sales tactic of exchanging either watches or jewelry for gas money.
Now, our very own Anna Trejo says this happened to her in the parking lot of Uptown Richland just last week. Someone approached her and aggressively tried to sell her an Apple Watch, claiming that he needed money for gas so he could take his family home. So what should we do if this happens? Well, Trooper Thorson said don't stop if someone is trying to flag you down. Don't try to interact with them. He says call 911 as soon as you safely can. Give police a location and any description that you can of the person and the vehicle involved. And don't try to take whatever they try to hand you to inspect. That could look like you're accepting it, and it could mean that they demand payment even more aggressively. The families of 3 teenagers killed and 1 who lost his arm in a 2021 single vehicle crash near Hara are suing the driver and Yakima County for negligence. Lawyers say the driver was negligent because they failed to follow the posted speed limit approaching the hill on Shields Road. The lawyers accuse the county of negligence because that road has a 45-degree slope, limited visibility from either direction, and inadequate signage to warn drivers about the hazard. We'll take a closer look at that lawsuit coming up in about 20 minutes at 6:30. Preparing for the holidays. For many people, it means mailing gifts and Christmas cards, and the U.S. Postal Service has announced the deadlines to ensure that your items reach their destination in time for the holidays. Plus, a new survey found something alarming about the practices that may be taking place inside your kitchen. We're talking about that, and we're talking rain. Conditions are about to change, though, as we're looking at a gorgeous sunset out there this evening. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
When a client has been seriously hurt, they need a lot of help. We understand that. Their only job is to get better. Our job is to take care of the rest. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Honey, that was my brother. Can we bring him dinner tomorrow? He's been having a hard time since his accident.
Of course. I know it's been tough. There's so many costs that his insurance doesn't even cover.
I know. The ramp to his front door, transportation, meal preparation. What if something happens to one of us?
We should plan to sit down soon. We can look through the long-term care benefits that we're earning with WA Cares.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Experience Minecraft like never before at Minecraft the Exhibition, now at the MAC. Explore the 3D world of the best-selling video game of all time and pop culture phenomenon in this dynamic and immersive exhibition. Step inside the blocky world of Minecraft based on actual in-game builds. Meet 15 life-size Minecraft creatures, including the explosive creeper and mysterious Enderman. Try the game and explore some epic creations from the community. Minecraft the Exhibition for players and non-players of all ages at the MAC in Spokane.
Our hometown. It's more than the regions we live in or the roads we drive on. It's a camaraderie, a belonging. It's working together to be a part of something bigger. All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to McCurley dealerships or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
Find your way home in a new, used, or certified pre-owned vehicle from McCurley Mazda.
Who is Culligan? Your local water experts since 1936. The world's most efficient water softener. Safer drinking water in every glass. Convenient, reliable delivery. Industry-leading technology. Here for every water worry.
In 2014, Benton County voters passed an initiative to fund law and justice efforts. This allowed police departments to increase staffing, improve officer retention, reduce backlog in the justice system, fund gang prevention, fund drug court, fight sex trafficking, and improve the quality of life in our communities. Continue to keep Benton County safe. Vote to approve Proposition 1.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Alarming information regarding food handling practices. A new study by the Department of Agriculture finds nearly everyone fails to properly wash their hands. That could lead to cross-contamination of foods, which could in turn lead to severe illness or even death. More now from ABC's Tim Pulliam.
When it comes to fixing your favorite meal in the kitchen, how clean are you? Researchers say most Americans are not clean enough because of poor hand washing. The U.S. Department of Agriculture studied consumers' behavior while preparing breakfast sausage, eggs, and fruit. The results are alarming.
Only 44% of people attempted to wash their hands before they started meal preparation.
Meredith Carruthers, food safety specialist with the USDA, says out of those who actually did wash their hands, nearly all of them did not clean them properly. Experts say good hand washing starts with wetting your hands, then lathering and scrubbing with soap for 20 seconds, rinsing, and then wiping them off.
It's been found in studies that if you take, a paper towel or something to physically wipe off your hand, it does help reduce the amount of germs and bacteria.
The federal government estimates 1 in 6 Americans suffer from foodborne illness each year, leading to an estimated 3,000 deaths. To illustrate how cross-contamination can spread, researchers put a harmless trace of bacteria in the raw sausage. The findings: the highest contaminated surface was the kitchen sink.
Really shocking to us was 26% of the cantaloupe going into fruit salad was contaminated. So somehow people touched the raw sausage and then either touched the cantaloupe directly, they touched a utensil that then touched the cantaloupe, or they went to go wash their hands in the sink and then they put the cantaloupe in the sink afterwards.
Experts recommend rinsing produce before preparation and using separate areas or cutting boards when working with raw meat. And when using a cooking thermometer, Carruthers suggests sticking it in the thickest part of the meat away from bones for an accurate reading. This means for thinner meats like sausage, going in from the side is best. After you're finished preparing your meal, sanitize all kitchen surfaces and don't forget the sink. Tim Pulliam, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Okay, so take everything you just learned about washing our hands, use that after you handle eggs, because even if you don't touch the inside of the egg, bacteria can also live on the shell. So even if you've just picked it up and moved it in the fridge, the USDA recommends washing your hands before you touch anything else. Fall conditions have arrived, and that means the residential irrigation season is drawing to a close. The city of Yakima says they're going to end their season on Friday, which means homeowners need to think about winterizing the sprinkler system. That could include blowing out the sprinklers after irrigation water is shut off.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
It's definitely that time of year. Mowing season is almost gone. Now, we've been tracking those active showers throughout the day, and we're still seeing showers over the Cascade Mountains this afternoon. There was snow falling overnight last night all down the Cascade Range. Most of our showers are drying up and sitting over the Blue Mountains to the east here, so we're expecting clear skies from here on out. And the good news is our temperatures are starting to warm as we head towards the weekend, so we'll be just slightly above average in the Tri-Cities by Saturday and Sunday, and then staying there pretty close as we get into Monday, Tuesday. Another cool day in Yakima, but again, climbing up closer to the average of 67, and we'll see that happen over the weekend with temperatures just starting to cool slightly into next week. So our trough of low pressure is what brought the system through our region, and again, it's starting to taper off and move off to the east, and we're seeing some active weather here in Wyoming and parts of Montana, Colorado, the Rocky Mountains getting a bunch of snow. So the next 3 days, again, this big trough is now starting to move to the east, and then that jet stream drops way below us. So again, active weather in this part of the country, and we'll stay pretty clear here for the next couple of days thanks to the current weather pattern. Let's take a look at Futurecast and see what we see in the next couple of 48 hours or so. Again, light sprinkle or two still possible. Foothills of the Blues, maybe a little bit here in Walla Walla. Overall, you'll see clearing skies by midnight. As the day progresses, these clouds will start to move on out, so we'll see lots of sunshine by about lunchtime tomorrow, and our winds will be blowing from the east as we get through the afternoon. Light breezy winds, not too bad. Now we start to see those clouds moving back in Friday morning, Friday afternoon and evening, and we'll have another band of showers hitting the Cascade Mountains first, and some of those crossing over into the Yakima Valley, Columbia Basin, a very slight chance in the Tri-Cities. So that's what the active weather will be as we get into your Friday afternoon and evening. Our Legends Casino Skycam, again, we're starting to see that beautiful sunset at 61 degrees. Our humidity is at 60%, and our winds are decreasing tonight down to 8 miles per hour. Let's peek ahead at those temperatures overnight tonight. Again, the gradual clearing, so you can get out and do a little stargazing tonight, but grab your coat because it is going to be chilly out there. 40s right here. Look at Dayton down to 41 tonight. We're at 42 in the Tri-Cities. We're seeing some some 30-degree temperatures here in Tompkinish, Ellensburg, 40 degrees overnight tonight in Yakima. For tomorrow, again, those temperatures just slightly warmer than they were today. Lots of sunshine out there. A little bit of a warming trend begins starting tomorrow. We'll stay in the low to mid 60s here in the foothills of the Blues, mid and upper 60s for the Columbia Basin, and mid 60s for the Ellensburg area as well as Yakima. So next 3 days going forward, again, a slight warming trend. We are going to keep an eye on some possible showers developing late Friday afternoon, evening into Saturday morning, but we will see a nice warming trend getting into the weekend. Our temperatures drop even more so on Thursday night in Tri-Cities down to 39 degrees. So again, starting to get those cold temperatures, and maybe it's time to start winterizing some items around your home. Temperatures making it back to the 70s by the weekend. In Walla Walla, again, beautiful here as well, warming up to 70 degrees on Friday. Again, tracking possible light showers moving in with those overnight lows in the 40s. Stay here. We've got more on the way, and I've got your reason to smile coming up in just a few minutes. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. There are important deadlines for the approaching holiday season. The Postal Service released the dates by which you have to mail cards and gifts to make sure they arrive on time. We're talking about that next on Apple Valley News Now at 6.
Are your closets overflowing? Is your garage filled with things you no longer need? When you donate to Goodwill, you're not just clearing space in your home, you're creating opportunities for those in need. By donating or shopping at Goodwill, you actively contribute to local employment opportunities and help individuals find work within your community. So donate your gently used items to Goodwill, and together we can transform lives and build a brighter future. Goodwill, your Halloween headquarters.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Every day is different here at Ben Franklin Transit. With over 400 vehicles ranging from vans to 40-foot coaches, it takes a skilled workforce to keep our fleet running smoothly. We're looking for mechanics and equipment service workers to join the Ben Franklin Transit maintenance team. With unmatched benefits and generous paid time off, we care about our employees on and off the lot. If you're interested, please apply online at bft.org/careers and join the team that keeps the Tri-Cities moving.
Hi, I'm Gino from Italstone. We just received a new container of quartz Britannica Gold made in the USA. Visit at Italstone today to see, touch, and choose from a huge inventory in stock. At Italstone, we measure, fabricate, and install your kitchen and bath countertops in 5 to 7 days. No one can beat Italstone prices, apples to apples. Here at Italstone, we are with you every step of the way.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take? This is like nothing you've used before.
We are 75 days until Christmas, and the United States Postal Service has released holiday shipping and mailing deadlines. The organization does this to help ensure that your packages arrive by December 25th. So for Ground Advantage and First Class Mail, including greeting cards, those have to be in the mailbox or at the post office by December 16th. December 18th for Priority Mail and December 20th for Priority Mail Express. The international mailing deadlines arrive a lot sooner. for Air and Army Post Office, Fleet Post Office, or Diplomatic Post Office. Ground Advantage has to be out the door by November 6th. First class and priority mail has to be mailed by December 9th, and Priority Mail Express military service by December 15th. The Postal Service says there will be no holiday surcharges this year. Operation Best Friend is ahead at 6:30. We'll introduce you to a canine in need of a forever home. But first, Stacey Lee has your reason to smile.
And today's photo of the day comes to us from Russell Garver. Apparently, he found the end of the rainbow there in Walla Walla. Hopefully that Powerball ticket is the end of your rainbow, Russell. Again, thank you so much for submitting your photo. If you'd like to have your photo featured on Reason to Smile, just to snap the photo, send it in to slee@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Reason to Smile brought to you by West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental in Pasco.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Hi, Mo. I need your help. My humans were run off the road by a car that drove off. What should we do? The law says you have 72 hours to report it to law enforcement to make a claim on their insurance, so have them go do a police report? Thanks, Mo. You're the best, hun. I'll give Brumback and Autumn a call. That way, I can come see you.
Brumback and Autumn. Bulldog time.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astria neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Our customers depend on us for everything. We grow well over 200 different crop varieties, and there's tremendous diversity within our trade territory. We spend a lot of time and work a lot with our customers on enhancing and utilization of the products that John Deere offers. From a technology perspective, we do what we say every single day.
A guy wearing a mask took your son. He gets snatched by somebody?
Friday night.
Who would do this?
We may finally have an answer to a mystery over 25 years old.
David Muir, Deborah Roberts, the all-new 2020, Friday night on ABC.
Apple Valley News Now talks with school superintendents as they tackle challenges facing our kids.
We want them to be the best version of themselves.
Thursday, meet Pete Peterson of the Keona Benton School District. Super sit down this week on Good Morning Northwest from Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Join me Thursday at Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar for our Golden Bachelor watch party. Awesome food and drinks, great giveaways, and Tri-City's own Faith Martin competing for the Golden Bachelor.
From Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar, Active for Life, and Apple Valley News Now.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Tonight's Powerball drawing is now less than 2 hours away. The jackpot surpassing $1.7 billion because it hasn't been taken in one ticket for a very long time. Now, the cash option would pay out $756 million. The drawing takes place tonight at 8. Next, a federal announcement today regarding junk fees. Also, the state of education. Our next installment of sit-down interviews with local superintendents tonight, we're hearing from Pasco. And a lawsuit against Yakima County over a deadly crash that claimed the lives of 3 teens and seriously hurt a 4th. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
We've been interviewing local school superintendents, talking with Richland and Kennewick about the most important things for their districts and the problems the education systems are facing in 2023. Tonight, Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald spoke with the Pasco School District Superintendent, Michelle Whitney.
What would you say some big goals are for this school year?
Well, we have lots of exciting things happening in Pasco. We just opened a brand new facility, our Digital Learning Center, which was really a focus for us as we continued to evolve through the pandemic. We recognized that the iPal program we had in advance of the pandemic wasn't going to be enough to serve our families and communities. So we were able to purchase a building with ESSER funds and do remodeling, which allowed us to expand our digital learning opportunities for families and to also add a health service center so that we continue to keep our eye on mitigation strategies and requirements for COVID, but also it gives us a centralized location for our school nurses and our health focus that's always existed even pre-pandemic in Pasco. The big celebration for our community was the groundbreaking of the new high school. So that planning and preparation and moving those plans forward is a real focus for us this year. We want to do all of those pieces in a way that's in partnership with our community. So we've been engaging our community around naming the schools. We had hundreds of names given to the district through an electronic platform that we're using for the first time called Thought Exchange. And we chose that platform specifically because of the interactive nature of the platform. It's not just a survey, but it can be a two-way dialogue between the survey and our community. So we really would deeply understand what our community wants in terms of a name. And that's all with a committee right now who are vetting those names up against our policy and preparing to bring that to the board in October. We're also right in the middle of continuing our plans for our small innovative high school or our career and college academy, both designing the building in collaboration with stakeholders, but also designing the program. And we're very excited about this potential of the school. It'll be a pathway-based school focused on technology, engineering, manufacturing, but also human and health services. So the idea is a student can go through this 4 years in this pathway-based program and have this continuum of options in, for example, human and health services, where they maybe are prepared to go to a 2-year, 4-year university or beyond around being a doctor or a physical therapist, but it also might be using their bilingualism with some certificate training they get while they're with us to be a medical translator, for example. So we want that whole continuum to be available to our students through this school. So lots of great things happening, which on the surface seems like facilities, but for us it's much deeper than that. The building is the building, but it's really about the program that we offer in our buildings that meet our students where they are and leverage their hopes and dreams for themselves after their time with us.
Now you can find the extended version of this interview and the others on our website or on our YouTube channel, which you can find under Apple Valley News Now. And coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, Riley sits down with Superintendent Pete Peterson with the Kiona-Benton School District. But for right now, let's talk about your forecast. Stacey Lee has a look at what to expect.
Well, I know a lot of folks like the rain, but it's saying goodbye to us right now. Again, it's moving off to the east. We're seeing some showers still kind of happening here in the foothills of the Blues and south of Hermiston tonight, but again, clearing up. So bye-bye rain, hello sunshine. That's coming back for the next couple of days. 61 on our Legends Casino Skycam. Again, the sun is already starting to set there. Our winds are decreasing down to 8 miles an hour now, and our sunset time at 6:18. Let's take a look at temperatures for the next 24 hours. Again, we're going to be chilly down to 42 tonight. Early morning, you'll feel that cool 42 degrees, gradually climbing back up to the 60s, a little bit warmer than we saw today. And again, much clearer skies as we move through the day. You see the clear skies all the way into Yakima. Those temperatures down to 40 degrees here. And then again, we'll climb back up to the 60s. Planning your day tomorrow, grab a coat in the morning. It's going to be a chilly one. Temperatures up closer to 60 degrees as we get to the midday, and then we'll see those mid 60s as we move around there. Now, if you're heading out of town this weekend, you're going to have some showers on the west side, Seattle. Again, those temperatures cooling down to the lower 60s there. If you head to Portland, you're also going to encounter those rain showers both Saturday and Sunday. And if you're going up to the Spokane area, look for partly cloudy skies over the weekend on Saturday, but a chance of showers on Sunday, about a 30% chance right now. More to get to in your First Alert full weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. The families of 3 teenagers killed and 1 seriously injured 2 years ago in a crash near Hera are suing not only the driver who lost control of the vehicle, but also Yakima County. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell spoke to the plaintiffs' lawyers who say the road where that crash happened is not safe.
On August 5th, 2021, a single vehicle crash near Hera claimed the lives of 16-year-old Samuel Miranda, 17-year-old Demetrius Mayo Coke Randall, and 18-year-old Davis Garcia Jr. It also left then 18-year-old Max Torres severely injured.
His arm was amputated by a retention wire from the hop field adjacent to the roadway.
The driver, accused of speeding, pled guilty to vehicular homicide, sentenced to 7.5 years, and now being sued for negligence by the victims' families. But the plaintiff's lawyers saying it wasn't just the driver at fault.
Mistakes do happen, and humans are held accountable. And so the driver made a mistake, he's held accountable. The county needs to be held accountable.
The lawsuit filed in Benton County Superior Court against both the driver and the county claims the hill located on Shields Road, approaching Progressive Road, is hazardous, with the hill at a 45-degree slope.
You cannot see northbound traffic approaching, and northbound traffic cannot see southbound traffic approaching until you are at the top of the hill, at which point it's too late.
They also claim the signage doesn't adequately warn drivers about the problem.
The warning sign that says bump 25 mile per hour advisory speed. But you have to travel some 700 feet until you actually hit the hazard that the warning sign is regarding.
And lawyers say it's not the first time this has happened.
There have been other incidents, and that's been reported by people who are familiar with the area, who live in the area.
The lawsuit seeking monetary damages from the driver and the county, but lawyers say the end goal is change.
It needs to be made safer, whether that's fixing it or making sure that people are fully aware of how dangerous it is so that they have time to react.
So that this never happens again. Reporting, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
And we did reach out to the law firm representing the county in that lawsuit. We have not heard back from them as of tonight. Making news around the world tonight, Israel continues its aerial assault on targets in Gaza. Hundreds of thousands of Israeli troops have been called up, preparing to launch a ground invasion against Hamas militants. Now, Israeli officials say at least 1,200 people have been killed in Israel. The Palestinian Health Authority says more than 1,000 people have been killed in Gaza. ABC's Inez de la Cutera in Tel Aviv with the details.
Thick smoke rising over Gaza City as Israel's military continues its retaliatory strikes following last weekend's horrific attack by hundreds of Hamas terrorists who infiltrated Israel. The brutality of those attacks coming to light, the Israel Defense Force saying it's discovered the bodies of murdered women and small children.
The more we learn about these sickening atrocities, the worse it gets. Hamas deliberately targeted civilians and massacred them just because they are Jews.
Yoshi Schneider says this chilling footage posted online shows his cousin, Shiri Bibas, and her 9-month-old and 3-year-old children being taken prisoner.
They're not warriors, they're not soldiers. They're young women, young babies and Holocaust survivors and handicaps.
Israel's military says they struck more than 200 targets in Gaza overnight. Gaza's power authority now says it has run out of fuel and electricity. Hospitals there are filled to capacity with Palestinians who've been injured. One American citizen in Gaza trying to evacuate with her 3 children, telling ABC she feels abandoned by the U.S. Embassy.
They say we're gonna get you, but we don't hear anything from them. We all wanna go get out of here.
Meanwhile, the attacks from Hamas militants continue. A barrage of rockets fired into southern Israel early Wednesday morning. ABC's Matt Gutman on the ground in Ashkelon.
Those are interceptors taking out the Hamas rockets. We think this has been going on all day long, explosion after explosion. So many people in this town have just left.
U.S. military aid has already arrived in Israel. President Biden speaking with Prime Minister Netanyahu again today.
There is no justification for terrorism. My commitment to Israel's security and the safety of the Jewish people is unshakable.
And Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and opposition leader Benny Gantz now agreeing to form an emergency unity government in the wake of these attacks. Inez de la Cuetara, ABC News, Tel Aviv, Israel.
Now, at least 22 Americans have been killed in the conflict. The whereabouts of another 17 are still unknown tonight. The U.S. Secretary of State landed this afternoon in Israel, along with a cargo plane carrying what Israel's defense military says are munitions sent from the United States. Several warships with the Gerald Ford Carrier Strike Group have arrived in the region as well. The Pentagon has also increased the number of American fighter jets in the Middle East and is replenishing Israel's Iron Dome defense system. Now, with the events unfolding in the Middle East on TV and social media, that violence may leave an impact on your kids. According to the health experts, the traumatic events can cause a heightened sense of stress or anxiety. One licensed therapist with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta says you don't need to engage young kids who haven't been exposed to the images. But with older kids, she says, don't wait for them to approach you.
Really, that's not what they need. Kids don't need a script. They need you to be in it with them and let them know they're not alone in it. How to kind of check their thoughts and see if it's accurate and it's helpful. And you're teaching them strategies to regulate. So if they're feeling overwhelmed, there are things that they can do to calm their body and calm their mind.
Now, experts say you need to keep an eye on your kids' behavior. If they seem to withdraw or not be engaging with their friends like they normally do, that's a really good sign they may be struggling. They add up quickly and you might not even notice them at the beginning. Now the feds move to crack down on so-called junk fees. And after our recent rain, we're going to dry out, but Stacey Lee is letting us know when the rain might return, coming up in our first alert forecast. And we'll introduce you to a cute dog waiting for a forever home. Operation Best Friend is next on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
It's fall in Northeast Washington. Fly the Northwest, Apple Valley News Now, Tuesday.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
There once was a famed country music philosopher named Joe Diffie who said, if it weren't for trucks, we wouldn't have tailgates. So this got me thinking, if we didn't have tailgates, we wouldn't have tailgate parties. And I'm pretty sure if we didn't have tailgate parties, we probably wouldn't have football. And if we didn't have football, well anyway, I'm just thankful for tailgates, that's all. Here's to a great tailgate season. Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
At Bruce Heating & Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating & Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating & Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when
he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
It's not every day that you can experience award-winning limited production wines selected by industry notables, plus receive advanced news regarding upcoming releases and events. Delight in the convenience of having wines delivered to your door as a member of the Coyote Canyon Wine Club.
That sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. It's time for Operation Best Friend. Local animal shelters feature one pet on Good Morning Northwest every Wednesday. This morning, the Benton Franklin Humane Society introduced us to Marley. The development coordinator from the Benton Franklin Humane Society said Marley would fit right into almost any family.
So this is Marley. She is about 4 years old, and she came to Benton Franklin Humane Society as a transfer from the Benton County Canine Facility with her son, Prince, who is also in our care. And she is an amazing dog. She does great with other dogs. She is very well socialized. So she loves kids, loves people.
Now, Marley is currently up for adoption through the Benton Franklin Humane Society in Kennewick. The adoption fee is $250, but she is completely up to date on vaccines, and she will be spayed before heading home. Now, remember, anyone who adopts a pet featured on Operation Best Friend will get a $50 gift card to Paws Natural Pet Emporium to help with the cost of welcoming a new furry friend.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Well, Marley is going to get adopted, I guarantee. Very cute dog. All right, let's take a look at Sky Watch radar. We've been tracking those showers all day long. We're still seeing some showers across the Cascade Mountains and, of course, here in the foothills of the Blues and the Blue Mountains tonight. But things are starting to dry up. We're starting to move on, and we are going to see a little bit of a warming trend now. Our average temperature this time of year is 69. Again, we were below that today quite a bit, but we're going to start gradually climbing up into the weekend back to 70 degrees. So that looks good, and we'll stay right about the average here moving into the first part of next week. A gradual climb for Yakima as well. 67 is the average this time of year, and we're going to get there by Saturday and Sunday. And again, we're going to see a little bit of a change in the weather coming up this weekend. This trough of low pressure again brought that swirl those showers through the region. It's all now moving to the east, and we're seeing some active weather here in Wyoming and parts of Montana and even Idaho. Going to get a pretty good amount of snow in those regions. Got another system out on the coast that's going to move in. That could bring our next weather maker. Now, our futurecast is showing it coming in late Friday. Let's take a look at our evening tonight. Again, those skies are gradually clearing out overnight. You'll see a few clouds hugging the foothills of the Blues, but those will start to dissipate and move out by the time we get to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. By noon, lots of sunshine through the area. Winds will be blowing from the east tomorrow afternoon. Getting through the day, 6 o'clock, nice and clear, looking good. Should be a nice evening ahead. Then here comes those clouds beginning Friday morning. We'll start to see that cloud cover move in, and then another band of showers. Again, that's that ridge working out on the coast, moving up through the Columbia Basin, just outside of the basin. Very slight chance of showers here, and then moving into the Yakima Kittitas Valley. Most of those showers will stay isolated to the Cascade Mountain Range. Our temperatures tonight on our Legends Casino, Skycam, 61 degrees. Our winds have decreased down to 8, and the sun is going down. It looks beautiful outside tonight. Looks like traffic is moving along on 240. Futurecast wind gust. Again, we did see some breezy winds earlier today. Things are looking good as we move forward into tomorrow afternoon. Again, you'll see those winds pick up, moving from the east to the west tomorrow. On Friday, we'll see those winds again start to pick up about midday in the Kittitas past Yakima Valley. Again, it's an easterly flow of winds, and those winds will decrease as we get into our Friday evening. Tonight, that gradual clear up. Temperatures on the cool side. We're in the 30s and 40s, 45 Walla Walla, 42 Tri-Cities, 40 in Yakima. Let's take a look at tomorrow's daytime highs. Again, it's going to be beautiful. A nice little warm up, much warmer than today. We'll stay in the low to mid 60s here in the foothills of the Blues, the mid 60s for the Columbia Basin and Yakima and Kittitas Valley. So moving towards the weekend again, look for those clouds and a very slight chance of some showers. More than likely could see those in Yakima and Ellensburg area. In Tri-Cities, more than likely will miss us, but possible. 69 degrees on Friday. Will warm up to 71 on Saturday. And in Walla Walla, again, look for those cloudy skies kind of hugging the mountains, but it should start to clear by the afternoon. And your daytime high tomorrow at 64. You'll be at 69 by the weekend. Lots more weather to discuss. We'll get your 7-day planning forecast here in just a few minutes. Stay with us. There's more Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
Rock and roll's most wanted man, Stephen Pearcy, the voice of Rat, live. Stephen Pearcy. With special guest, Steven Adler of Guns N' Roses. Friday, November 10th, Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster or Legends Gift Shop. Stephen Pearcy, live.
Youth ride free with BFT. If you're in middle school or high school with a student ID and you live in Pasco, Kennewick, Richland, Prosser, Findlay, or the Kybee School District, look on your student ID for the BFT logo. Show that to the driver and ride free. Don't have a BFT logo sticker on your ID? Talk to school to get yours. Don't worry about driving or finding a ride. Just hop on a bus and get where you need to go. Visit BFT.org for info.
Experience Minecraft like never before at Minecraft the Exhibition, now at the MAC. Explore the 3D world of the best-selling video game of all time and pop culture phenomenon in this dynamic and immersive exhibition. Step inside the blocky world of Minecraft based on actual in-game builds. Meet 15 life-size Minecraft creatures, including the explosive creeper and mysterious Enderman. Try the game and explore some epic creations from the community. Minecraft the Exhibition for players and non-players of all ages at the MAC in Spokane.
We're Washington Broadband, Yakima's original internet company, with over 250 square miles of fixed wireless, 60 miles of cable, 20 miles of fiber to the home. We are serious internet. Throughout the year, our crews are building fiber and cable to homes and businesses in the upper Yakima Valley. We've never raised our prices in 28 years. With 7-day-a-week support, we're also a phone company. Go to WABroadband.com to find us. We're Yakima's hometown source to the world.
Are you tired of your bathroom not fitting your needs? If you're frustrated with your bathroom, then there's no reason to wait any longer. At Bath Planet, we're here to help. Our team of trained professionals will take the time to learn what you'd like out of your bathroom and help you create the perfect layout. And with our lifetime warranty, we'll always be there for you. Stop by our showroom on Clearwater in Kennewick or visit us online today. Bath Planet, where experience meets excellence.
Flooring is not forever. Are you tired of stains, traffic patterns, chips, dents, scratches, and the smells? Shop for the perfect flooring for your life, whether you need carpet, laminate, or hardwood. Great Floors is here to help you reinvent your space. We're celebrating Karastan Month in October by offering incredible discounts on Karastan carpet and hardwood flooring. Ask about our in-house 0% 12-month financing. Visit a Great Floors today and spend the winter on Great Floors.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. The Biden administration is considering another rule to crack down on junk fees. Those are the extras that pop up on your bill, like processing fees on concert tickets. The latest step in the fight against those fees is coming from the FTC. Today, the Federal Trade Commission unveiled a proposed rule that would ban any hidden or bogus fees that officials say cover up the actual cost of everything from a hotel room to your utility bills.
These junk fees can add up hundreds of dollars, weighing down family budgets and making it harder to pay family bills. Research shows that without realizing it, folks can end up paying as much as 20% more because of hidden junk fees than they would have paid if they could see the full price up front and compare it with other options.
Now, opponents are skeptical that adding more regulations would actually lower prices. The Chamber of Commerce has said in the past that new rules could mean fewer choices for customers. And today, the head of the National Apartment Association said adding new regulations would heavily impact housing operations, predicting that it would ultimately hurt the very individuals that policymakers are trying to protect. NASA says it found the building blocks of life on an asteroid that's billions of years old. NASA's administrator says that may explain how those elements initially got here to Earth.
The carbon and water molecules are exactly the kinds of material that we wanted to find. They are crucial elements in the formation of our own planet. And they're going to help us determine the origin of elements that could have led to life.
Now, the 4.5 billion-year-old asteroid contains carbon and water, samples collected 3 years ago from the asteroid in space. Researchers have been analyzing them since a capsule brought them back to Earth 2 weeks ago. Now, we've seen some water in your forecast, but that is clearing up. We'll have a final look at what to expect coming up.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now, through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,400 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. Plus, receive $1,000 off your new siding project for new construction as well as remodels. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in the course of their lifetime. At Speck Family Dealerships, we're continuing the fight against breast cancer with the 5th annual Drive for a Cure campaign. During October, purchase any vehicle at one of our 5 Speck locations and we'll donate the cost of a mammogram to the Tri-Cities Cancer Center. Together, we can keep fighting this ugly disease until one day we have a cure. Visit SpeckDealerships.com for more information.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We will remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
Leading the way and hitting our mark for 30 years. Your locally owned and operated Arrow Construction Supply.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. We're taking a final look at the forecast. And Stacey, it's really noticeably feeling chilly out there.
Yeah, you've got that cool feel, definitely fall feel in the air. Again, we'll warm up slightly into the weekend with a chance of showers. Slight chance. I'm still keeping an eye on that Friday. But we'll definitely have another big system kind of moving across our area in the first part of next week. Looking good. Tri-Cities 70s over the weekend. More chances of rain next week. And in Walla Walla, again, much cooler, but we'll see those 70-degree temperatures back, as well as the much-needed rain. We need it.
We do. I needed my raincoat today, though.
Dig it out.
Thanks, Stacey, and thank you so much for watching. You can always find the latest on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com, and we're back tonight at 11.